used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when it comes to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
It's Week 11 of the NFL, and this one features Marlon Humphrey.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His fifth year now in the NFL, former #1 pick Baker Mayfield.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One
of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
7 yards there on the first down. The Ravens at 4-5, a game under 500. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go play action with Jackson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their second drive here at the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding just specialists putting it through the posts.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins once more. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw again is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, now this from 43. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing. Mayfield. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Oh, he's got some. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, 52 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 27-20, less than 90 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens. Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing, Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. And they'll indeed take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the